Oh, I really like this one. I really like this one. This would be great for a summertime, for warm weather, sunny day, a very happy fragrance. I really like this. It's a lot of fun. It's a really good day whenever you get that little package from Bloom. Good friends over at Bloom and Leah from Bloom have sent me a discovery, which I'm going to go through today. The short version of this is going to be on my Instagram. So if you want to see a really quick version of this, of these samples from this house, then head over there. Link is in the description. As always, the packages from Bloom are always welcome with open arms and open nostrils. All right, so today, what have we got? We have got from the house of Pernoire. So it's two guys, they're two friends, and I think they started in 2020, and their most recent release is from this year. And this has got like four samples in there, and then a separate one as well. So I've got 5, and all of these 5 make up what they call the Odus collection. What does Odus mean? Odus, an old name, and the meaning of which means wealth or fortune. So hopefully smelling these is going to make me rich. Okay, let's kick off with the first one. We've got 4 in this particular box, which actually just opens up like this. It's very nice, like that. And there's 4 of them there. Poca. Well, let's start off with the first one, Poca. And I'm gonna spray these on tester strips, which I have prepared. Here we go, Poca. Poca. Oh my God. Poca. That cookies. Now I'm not gonna look at notes on Fragrantica. I'm not going to cheat or anything like that, and so I'm not going to talk about notes. I'm going to just smell it and give you my first impressions off a tester strip. And off the bat, this is baked goods. It smells like baked goods, maybe like some kind of gourmand. Ginger cookies, vanilla, cookie dough. The hell is going on? I definitely smell vanilla in here. Yeah, just really, really sweet stuff. Almost like, it's almost got like a caramel, what's that? You know those sweet, nutty, popcorny, God. It smells like that. It smells like the fancy shit. Like, you remember, like, there was this period of time when popcorn became fancy, and like people used to line up to buy fancy overpriced popcorn in different sort of flavors, and each one was popped perfectly and it was round. I never did any of that, by the way. Popcorn is just popcorn. But it's kind of like that. It's super sweet. I mean, I think this will be great for people who like sweet, gourmandy sort of things. You could go to the cinemas and not need to buy popcorn because you already smell like it. All right. Next up, we have this one right here. This is Anello. Anello. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope it's not actually what I thought it was. I'm not even going to say it out loud because I'm childish. Okay. Ooh. I like this one. I like this one. It's more playful. It's more playful. It's less sweet. It's less serious. It feels like it's a bit more fruity. There's like some kind of berries or fruit or something going on in here. It almost gave me like I smelled the same note as there was in God of Fire by Stefan Humbert Lucas. So I guess it's got mango in there because the mango is the big draw card for that particular fragrance. But this is very fruity. I have so far only ever found one fruity fragrance that I absolutely adore, and I cannot find it on the grey market anywhere because it's just not very popular. Not without reason. I think it's just the brand is unknown, just like these guys. If we have another warm day here today, I would love to throw this on. Really good. I like that one. Anello. Going to go with the next one now. This one is called Melos. Melos, Melos. Melos or Milos? Okay. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. No. It's one of those things. You could mistake this for a Le Labo or something like that. Oh, I don't know what this is. It's almost like bad bubblegum flavor. Oh, I can't even tell what that is. Oh, it's something in here that is really off-putting to me. I'm sorry, but that's just my taste. It's just not to my taste. What is that? It's a floral, but I don't know which flower it is. Most florals I'm okay with. I actually like floral fragrances. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. This one is called Udian. Udian. Oh, goodness. All right. Maybe I can guess what's in here by the name Udian. Maybe that was too many sprays. That was too many sprays. Wow. Wow. Maybe I'm spraying too much of this on. Maybe this stuff is like super strong. I mean, I smelled the oud when I sprayed it on. And I smell leather in here. Definitely 100% leather and oud. But there's other things going on in here. Oh, that I've smelled this before. There's a note in here that I've smelled before. Ah, so familiar. There's other stuff going on in here that's usually not associated with oud and leather. A little bit of a bright top, a bright opening. Okay, Udian. All right, let's move on to the last one, which is on its own here, which is called Yomama or Yuma. Let's give that a spray. Shampoo? Okay. Okay, I can't smell it now. I need a little bit of a reset. I kind of can't smell it right now. I can't smell it. I've gone automatically anosmic to it. Maybe I need a little bit of a reset. Maybe we need to press pause and then let these settle down. I'm going to go away for a few minutes and then come back, and then we'll see how these have dried down on the tester strips. Okay, we're back. We had some time to rest, and we've given some time for these tester strips to develop a little bit and go into the dry down. So let's kick off with the first one, which was Poca, which is settled down into a very, it's a cookie. It's a cookie. It's a very nice baked treat. Vanilla, obviously. Cookies baked in the oven. Ginger, maybe a little bit. I don't know, but it smells like cookies to me. If you want to smell like cookies with some vanilla, this is the one. There's like a little bit of a nuttiness in there. And popcorn, like I mentioned before. Okay, cool. That's Poca. All right, what was the next one? Anello. Oh, I really like this one. This would be great for a summertime For warm weather, sunny day, a very happy fragrance. I really like this. It's a lot of fun. There's fruit in here. Like, I smelled the mango initially, but there's a lot more fruits in here. And it's not your typical citrus or bergamot or anything like that. They're summer fruits. And they're tart and not sweet, which I love. I love. Okay, so this one's really good. Anello is really good. The next one was Melos. No, not for me. Something. Oh, you know what this is? This is cassis. I've smelled this before. The cassis berry and the cassis leaf. The leaf. And some kind of floral, because the only floral, I was thinking about this, actually, the only floral I don't like is rose. I bet you if I look this up and if there's rose in there, then you know I'm not joking. But it's like a bubble gum almost. It's like a bubble gum flavor. You know, the old Hubba Bubba, the red one? But like not exactly like that. Actually, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I mean, I could definitely see people liking this, but this is not to my taste. As I suspect will be the Oudian. Shit, if you love oud, there's some stank in this one. Leather oud. And something bright up the top there. Some kind of fruit, maybe. Yeah, it smells like some kind of fruit. Anyway, whatever. And then the last one, which I couldn't smell. Maybe, why did I smell this last again? I should have smelled this one first. Yuma. Okay. Oh, I smell it now. Mint. Mint and citrus. Ah, okay, good. Mint and citrus. Okay, so this is another nice, I guess, freshy or something like that. Yeah, almost like your Torino 21, but more minty. That one's grassy. This one's minty. Definitely has bergamot up the top. I can smell it. But I don't know. Like, anyway, whatever. All of these will probably be different on the skin. I might wear them after my 41-day challenge is over. But my favorite is this one, Anello. I think Anello is my favorite one out of the 5 that I tried so far. They're all pretty good. They're all like quite professionally done. I don't know if this is obviously not their first time on this merry-go-round. They've been around for the last 6 years, and they've got more than 5 fragrances, this house. But yeah, if I was to rank them in order, Anello would be at number 1. I think for everybody who's in the Northern Hemisphere that's heading into summer, Anello is your pick for this summer. And then for people in the Southern Hemisphere, it's probably something to keep on your list if you want to grab that for the upcoming summer. Anyway, that was my first impression of the House of Pernoire. Hope you enjoyed that, got something out of it. And if you want to get this discovery kit, or if you want a bottle of your own, you should go and check it out at bloomparfums.com and tell them Raf sent you, I guess. I don't know. No, I don't get anything out of this, but I just get the joy of being able to smell fragrances from new houses that I never knew. Leah explores all of these places and explores all these houses and finds these gems out of nowhere. It's amazing. And so I get the chance to do it, and I'm very appreciative of that. As always, thank you, Bloom, and thank you all for watching.